Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Rift Towns? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me... I will mark on your map the...
Relax.
Hup! Go! Phew!
They're attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
Speed of light! Witness the power of Gugwa! Incoming! With sword comes shadow! Speed of light! Hey there! Hiya! Coming at ya! Incoming! No, my sword! Higher, higher, pants on fire! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Hey!
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Speed of light!
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was...
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of euthymia. The most serious, I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be? But why would they appear?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting up.
What happened here?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you... We will defend Inazuma. Until you... You don't know? Beasts and horror... Every last trace of...
But look, none of that seems...
Not right now. But they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is... I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to say only the glow of your supreme light...
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing... Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting as Inazuma's god. Warriors of I will...
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
As expected, there are a load of rift hounds here, too.
Leave them to me. Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun! The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you...
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respect after all.
What should we do?
I see. Most of the residents in this neighborhood, and now the Almighty Shogun is here. I imagine if this was something that people flee, but me, the Almighty Shogun, just listening. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. So you see, it won't be long now, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old soul. Oh, goodness me. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself. I couldn't possibly...
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun,
This place is complicated. Leave it to us.
but... I can't decide whether it's a final regret or...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with...
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot.
right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that...
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, he may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. But he always acted the philosophy of life that he shared with us just now.
You and Makoto...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things, they are similar. When you came charging into the now,
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, an ambition is a yearning for something material, or Makoto was more concerned with the force that...
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto... I didn't understand at the time. I suppose what it comes down... Yes, it does. But in the last analysis...
Do you feel you're starting to...
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now... I no longer...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for...
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's at...
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama...
looking for a tea. So, we didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the I've watched Furuyama brute. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto. Back at the the events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Yes. It was too late. I arrived only... She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So it was there. Why did she go to Conria first? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. When I returned to Inazuma, that's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one... In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able...
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. But even the tea... And it's time I came to terms with it all.
While we're on the topic, since you experienced...
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for... You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the... And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So...
Oh, well, that's a shame. Boy, both of you have...
With this last cup of... Thank you, Destiny, for...
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again, please leave.
Hey, are you
Fear not. There is no escape!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Shine down! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Transcend all constraints.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apology.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more! Let's get them!
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Witness the power of Gua! Huh? With sword comes shadow. Incoming!
terrain outlines your fate.
Hey! Ha! Coming at ya! Proper send-off from the Spina with love. Watch out! Ha! That's not! Good. Hiya! Yeah! Ha! Is it my time? Hey there! Incoming! Cut to the chase! Hey there! Watch out! Hiya! Watch out! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Don't blink! Hey! Hey there! Coming at ya! Speed of light! Hey there! Incoming with sword from shadow.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as—
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are. As the Raiden,
Well said.
change will, no matter how, now that we've done, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashi.
Alrighty then. Hey, looks calm. She seems to have... Huh? What's wrong, Ed? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like... no need. I need to go to the...
Why?
a battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past.
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Speed of light. Incoming.
We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place. It looks like.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where are we Whoa. This place... Look, it's another
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that for...
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped. You believe your... But have you real... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took...
The discomfort I was experiencing, as she indicates, but inside a realm of though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme! Hey, Shogun...
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself. I would not try to change her, if it was...
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both...
My form is as... It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love. Only rules shall remain constant. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Shine down! Inferior. This ends now. The eye sweeps the lands, torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Shattered! Shine! Now you shall perish! The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines glow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
This world Inazuma shines eternal! Be gone! Pathetic. Weak. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Illusions of divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. for the rest of time. Illusion shattered. Dead. Now you shall perish. There is no escape. Lord, I shall not fall here. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than—
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never—
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that if I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries. 500 years ago, here in the present, they were— It is about time I understand that. I fight for the I vow to the subjects of Inazuma during my absence.
But this means—
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever? She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and what if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help, well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen. Oh, but we also... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay, maybe if we both... Oh, you're right. Who knows if...
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in it. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Yeah, something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you...
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure!
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain. First things first. Follow me. Now then, I always have my ways. It's just to the outsider. In other words,
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent and this is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia...
What? Alright, well...
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario...
You... Paimon had it up to here with both of you!
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I see. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt. Only a strong enough will can. Well then, the door's open. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get this? Is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to them over countless battles. Not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity for your firm commitment to inform. You bring honor. Now these two return once more to. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 5. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded was sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever! Witness the final calamity! Tentacles! This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no... You need not worry about the future. I know your power more, yet my reason for fighting redefined my martial... And whenever I think of this, I feel something the blade that I inherit. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, this power is This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it could... When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once... You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform, but as a warrior. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have... I am Raiden Makoto, the Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of... there was no time, but... Everything happened so suddenly. I should have been the one to... Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place... But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous... Don't look down on me. See, it was with this possibility in mind. Here, take it, but it is you.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future. Nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of... No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
A place where time is meaningless. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return. And yet, that sense of disorder...
I don't fully... I know what you mean. Without the sacred sakura...
I know you've always perceived there was... You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's...
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that...
The sacred sakura...
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot, and obviously I played... It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were... At that time, I could sense A's where... Suffice to say, fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to... The flow of turbulence may well...
Does that mean it wasn't by...
I thought that the flow of time... My first thought was... But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really... After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the event. Makoto and you are Inazuma's
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only
Makoto said the
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to maybe... Actually, no. Forget that.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will close after that.
Really? That's...
I am no longer pursuing, and I don't doubt that many... I'm looking forward... The sacred sakura bloom eternally. Silly Oh, Billy Churl, silly Billy Hilly Churl. Woo!